out of Melbourne. Ben Asgari joins us as well from racing.com. Ben, good morning to you, and Maccabi Diva Stakes Day. How much are you looking forward to this one?
Yeah, good morning, Aidan. Very much looking forward to it. Interesting weather conditions, though. The rain's just started. I'm living in Caulfield, so not too far from Flemington. The rain's just started to fall here in Melbourne. It was a beautiful day, 22 degrees, and still 20 degrees at 9 p.m. last night as the mighty Melbourne Demons were doing a number on Hawthorn at the G. But it has cooled right down this morning. The rain has come, and the most significant factor for the racing today, I don't think we'll get too much rain, but it might be the winds. There's really gusty winds, and maybe, depending on which direction they're going, cover might be at a premium at Flemington today.
Okay, how have you assessed the main race, the Maccabi Diva?
Oh, it's going to be a sensational race, and one of the key races going forward for the rest of the spring. In terms of trying to find a winner, I think it's the hardest of the 9 races on the program today. There's just so many queries. Speed Map's the main one, I suppose. I think the Taj Mahal have put out a statement of intent that they're going forward to lead on him. I think Kings Will Dream from the wide draw, now that he's third up to 1,600, maybe will roll forward, perhaps with the likes of Happy Clapper and Kementari. But tricky race. I think the class horse is Humidor, who's going to have more improvement to come off that great win second up in a Memsey. But Gate 1, that's just not ideal with his racing pattern. So a race of many variables. I think one of the weird pair, either Humidor or Kings Will Dream, but gee, I've got no confidence. It's going to be a great race. I can't wait to see how it shapes up the rest of the spring. Obviously,
we've got real interest in Humidor. Doing all his early racing for John O'Benner and Holly Wynyard down there at Otaki before heading to Australia. Now, his win in this race last year was first class. His lead-up win in the Memsey was very good. But you're just expressing a little bit of concern about that Barry draw.
Yeah, he was the horse I wanted to back after his Memsey win in the Maccabi Diva. Last year, he sat off a hot speed in the Maccabi Diva and round them up and powered away. It was a brutal speed, actually, that day. And he was able to come from last. It was a clear last and swoop around them. Whether he can do that in a race where there doesn't look to be an overly quick speed on paper, it may work out that way. And if he gets the brakes, he's still going to be right there at the finish. But Barrier 1 at Flemington, particularly with a few showers and with his racing pattern, it just is a concern. He's a horse that I think is better suited with some clear galloping room, but you never know, it might work out for him, and if it does, we know his class, and we know the fact that if he's winning a Memsey second up, it bodes really well for a horse who's only going to be better suited at 1,600 at Flemington.
Okay, the sprinters go around earlier in the Bobby Lewis Quality, the 5th of the program there, a field with a bit of class attached to this, isn't it? Have you sort of got an opinion on this one? What are you liking here, Ben?
Yeah, my best of the day comes up in this race 5, the Bobby Lewis, the Group 2 for the sprinters. Really keen on Richard Charm. I loved his effort first up at Caulfield. Looked like he was going to run last on the turn. He was under pressure, going backwards seemingly. I think he just found the 1,100 off a moderate speed a little bit too sharp. They didn't go quickly the first 600 metres and really rocketed home, and he was very strong on the line. Only Santa Ana Lane had faster closing sectionals, and he's not there, of course. He's heading to an Everest. This horse, Rich Charm, will relish the rise to 1,200 metres. We know he likes the straight track, particularly at 1,200. The biggest win of his career was at this track and distance on Derby Day last year. And crucially, he's drawn a wider barrier to swoop down the middle. So ticks a lot of boxes, and I think he's going to be hard to beat, Rich Charm. And he's always a bit of an underrated horse, so you generally get a fair price. He's around that, I think, 340, 350 mark, and I still think that's really backable.
Nice. Anything else you like on the program, Ben?
Yeah, it's a program I do like. I think there's a bit of value in the second race in an Adelaide filly, Music Bay, and also the Jason Warren trained Trilly. I'm going to back both of those horses on an each-way basis. I think they both may be over the odds, around $8 and $20 respectively, so Music Bay and Trilly. I'm going to have a couple of bets also in the 6th race on the program there at Flemington, the Let's Lobe Stakes for the mares. I think I'm a Star, third up off a long break, can roll forward this time. It's going to be hard to beat. And I like Petition. I've always liked Petition as a horse, and she's around the $9 or $10 mark and think she's backable. So I'm going to back I'm a Star and Petition in the Let's Lobe as well. So big day of racing at Flemington. Can't wait to get into it.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us on the Punters Lounge this morning. Ben Asgari from racing.com with all his tips there today. And of course, we are looking forward to Makybe Diva Stakes Day there out of Melbourne.